want to talk about fireworks. I know it's a bit of a contentious subject, but this last New Year's Eve, our wonderful community in the village put on a beautiful party and an amazing firework display. And I really appreciate them for that. But it was like so loud, even from down the bottom of the village. It was shockingly loud. I don't think they realised just how the sound would carry and the sheer volume of it. Other people down the end of the village kind of remarked on how loud it was as well. And I'm just thinking, as much as I love fireworks, and my son in particular appreciates the loud bangs, could we just for maybe just for a year to try it out, could we just try having firework displays without the really loud ones? Because the more I talk with people about it, there's so many people that dread firework night because they've got a dog or a cat that gets seriously stressed out. I mean, my dog, I was looking out my mother's window watching the fireworks display because I could see it from down the end of the village, and it's beautiful, but I couldn't enjoy it because my dog was nearly having a heart attack. I didn't expect them to be that loud. I think if I had been asleep, they would have literally woken me up. And I just wanted to put it out there really as to how disproportionate it is that for the few people that really get a kick out of the loud bangs, there's many more people and animals and wildlife that it's actually causing distress to. I don't think it's really being properly looked at or acknowledged. And I know we have natural events like thunderstorms, but this is like something that we can actually do something about. And we have like twice a year, there's bonfire night and New Year's Eve. And I know fireworks are such an embedded part of that ritual celebration, but we don't have to have those mega noisy ones. And I was thinking so my dog is a little King Charles Spaniel Cross Yorkie, and there he is. And their breed, his dad actually died of a heart attack, and I don't know why he's so sensitive to loud bangs, but my previous dogs were like that, and it used to really worry me that I genuinely thought they could have a heart attack because their little hearts just almost beat out of their chest and they start panting like crazy, their eyes start bulging. And alright, you can get certain things from the vet to help calm them down, but you need to give them to them 2 hours at least in advance. And I know people that have tried that with their animals and it doesn't really work, and you can turn the volume up on the TV or the radio. There are various different things like CDs that you can play to sort of help to get them used to those noises, but they know the difference. They know if it's, on a telly or a CD or in real life. One of my clients has a dog that was originally going to be a gun dog, but for whatever reason she's now gun shy, and the neighbour let off some fireworks that was so loud that poor dog even now is a bag of nerves, and she can't light her fire in the winter because the sound of the cracking and banging of the logs when they're burning literally gives her panic attacks to the point where she could literally have a heart attack or die. And then in the same village there were loads of complaints about those particular fireworks because across the road, quite a distance away, people's horses bolted, and when horses bolt they can get tangled up in fencing, they can get into a right mess, and what it does to the pregnant ewes, you know, the birds. I don't know, because I I don't go like round asking them, but and then there's like people with PTSD, like war PTSD, who, you know, maybe they're refugees from war zones or Ukraine or somewhere like that, and you know, it could be a horrible experience for them. Again, if you've got warning, you can kind of prepare for it a bit. So, but do they have to be that loud? That's my question. Like, can we just give it a go and try having amazing firework displays, but just without the really loud ones? You can still have the whizzy ones, and I'm sure there are ones that just kind of, they make a bang, but it's not the kind of bang that makes toddlers cry. Like my daughter, when we stopped taking her to fireworks displays, because even with earmuffs on as a toddler, it terrified her. That volume was just too much, and she'd cry. And so it actually puts people off going to firework displays. And there was a lady that I bumped into along the Mineral Line who comes from Watchet, this our local like neighbouring town, and she wanted to come to the Roadwater party, but she'd have to bring her dog, who is a rescue dog from Cyprus. And out in Cyprus they apparently shoot at wild dogs, and she was a puppy, and so there's a trauma there, and she's very, very, very sensitive. I mean, this woman didn't know that at the time, you know, when she rescued her, but she's really, really sensitive to loud bangs. So basically she realised that in order to go to the party she'd have to leave her dog in the village, which she couldn't do because she knew that she'd just be super distressed. And there are probably a lot of people that go out to fireworks displays and leave their animals, not realising that they're having like massive panic attacks, you know. And I just don't think it's necessary to have them that loud. I don't think it's fair either, because it's such a short-lived thrill to a small proportion of the community who really get that kick out of it. Is it really fair to the disproportionate amount of people who it's distressing to, and animals? So I'm kind of reigniting the topic, the campaign in a way, to just say, can we just scrap the really loud ones? Does it have any detrimental effect to scrap the loud ones? I can't really see that. I think there are a lot of people who are actually indifferent, you know, they like the fireworks, but they don't really mind if they have really loud bangs or not. But I think I'm right in saying that there are many more people who would rather not have the loud bangs. And, you know, maybe we could keep the loud bangs to the really big displays, if at all, and then have the smaller ones where there's lots of wildlife and animals around, to, I don't want to say quieter ones, but more socially responsible ones, ones that cause less distress. I don't mean to be a killjoy, and I don't mean to criticise the people that put on these amazing displays, as I really appreciate, and I think community celebrating, community getting together and doing lovely things like that is so beautiful and important. But I just want to speak up for those of us, including our pets and our livestock and the wildlife, who actually find it really antisocial and distressing. It causes stress and it costs us in ways that aren't really spoken about, you know, enough. So that's it, that's my little bit. But thank you to all those people that do put on these beautiful displays. And I don't mean to throw shade or whatever, but I think there's a compromise that we can do where we can still enjoy the fireworks without causing distress. So, I think it might be a good idea to have a survey about it, or maybe a petition. There are lots of petitions that go around every year, but it's really down to each community to take it on board and to assess it themselves, really. So thank you for listening. Ciao.